Hello, good morning students. How are you? Today we will discuss what are physical quantity and distinguish between fundamental quantity and derived quantities. First, we will discuss what is physical quantity. Those quantity What is physical quantity? We will tell you those quantity which can be measured directly or indirectly. Those quantity which can be measured directly or indirectly, in terms of which the laws of physics can be expressed. Those quantity which can be measured directly or indirectly, in terms of which the law of physics can be expressed, are known as physical quantity. There are physical quantities are two types. First, fundamental quantities, and second, derived quantities. First, we will discuss what is fundamental quantity. Fundamental quantities. What is fundamental quantities? Fundamental quantity. What is fundamental quantity? The quantity which can be neither be derived, the quantity which can neither be derived from one another, nor they can resolve into more simpler units, is called fundamental quantity. The quantity which can derived neither from one another, nor it can resolve into more simpler units, are known as fundamental quantity. There are 7 fundamental quantities. First, length. Second, mass. Unit of length is meter. Unit of mass, kilogram. Unit third, time. Unit of time is second. Fourth, electric current. Unit of electric current is ampere. Fifth, amount of substance. Unit of amount of substance is mole. Next, luminous intensity. Unit of luminous intensity is candela. Unit of luminous intensity is candela. And temperature. What is the unit of temperature in SI unit? Kelvin. Thus 7 fundamental quantities. First, basic physical quantity. Basic physical quantity. Basic physical quantity and units. Basic unit. Basic unit. First, length. What is the unit of length? Is meter. Second, mass. Unit of mass is kilogram. Third, time. Unit of time is second. Next, electric current. Its unit is Kelvin. Fifth, amount of substance. Mole. amount of substance is mole, and 6 temperature electric current, unit of electric current is ampere. Unit of electric current is ampere. And temperature Kelvin. And last, luminous intensity. What is the unit of luminous intensity? Candela. These are the 7 fundamental quantities. Now we will tell you what is derived quantities. What is derived quantities? What is derived? Second one is derived quantities. Derived quantities. We will tell you what is derived quantities. All other physical unit which can be expressed in terms of fundamental unit are known as derived unit. All other units which can be expressed in terms of fundamental units are known as derived unit, except 7 fundamental unit. All other units are derived units. For example, speed is equal to distance upon time, velocity displacement upon time, acceleration change in velocity upon time, force mass into acceleration. These are derived unit. Now we will tell you next topic. What do you mean by 7 dimensions of world? What do you mean by 7 dimensions of the world? 7 dimensions of the world. 7 dimensions of world. First dimension of length. Dimension of length is equal to, in big bracket we will write capital L. Similarly, dimensions of mass is equal to capital M. Dimensions of time is equal to capital T. Similarly, dimensions of electric current. Dimensions of electric current ampere A. And dimensions of temperature, thermodynamic temperature, that is K. Dimensions of thermodynamic temperature. This is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. Thermodynamic temperature Kelvin 6. Dimension of amount of substance amount of substance, mole, and dimensions of luminous intensity, that is candela. Dimension of luminous intensity is candela. These are the dimensions of the word. Now we will tell you what is dimension of a physical quantity. What is dimensions of a physical quantity? What is dimensions of a physical quantity? What is dimensions of a physical quantity? The dimension of a physical quantity, the dimensions of a physical quantity are the powers to which the fundamental quantity must be raised, to represent that quantity completely. For example, density is equal to mass upon volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume, and mass can be represented by m, and volume length into breadth into height. Length into breadth into height. We can write m upon l into l into l. Length, breadth and height all can be expressed by l. Then it become m l power minus 3. Here it become l cube, and when we transfer in numerator it become l power minus 3. Thus the dimension of density is m l power minus 3. Thus dimension of density it can also be written as m l power minus 3 t power 0. Thus dimension of density 1 in mass, minus 3 in length, and 0 in time. Now we will discuss what is dimensional formula. What is dimensional formula? Dimensional formula. What is dimensional formula? The expression which shows how and which of the fundamental quantity represent. The expression which show how and which of the fundamental quantity represent dimensions. The physical quantity is called dimensional formula of given physical quantity. Example, dimensional formula of momentum. Dimensional formula of momentum. Since we know momentum is equal to mass into velocity, and mass represented by m and velocity is Lt power minus 1. Thus dimensional formula of momentum is ml t power minus 1. Now similarly we can find dimensional formula of volume. Dimensional formula of volume. Since volume is equal to length into breadth into height, then length can represent by L, breadth can also be represented by L, and height can also be represented by L. Therefore dimensional formula of volume is L cube in big bracket is equal to L cube. Now we will discuss what is dimensional equation. What is dimensional equation? Dimensional equation. What is dimensional equation? The equation obtained by equating a physical quantity with its dimensional formula. The equation obtained by equating a physical quantity with its dimensional formula is called dimensional equation of given physical quantity. The dimensional equation, suppose dimensional equation of acceleration. Dimensional equation of acceleration. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. First we find velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Displacement can be represented by L and time can be represented by T. Thus dimensional equation of velocity is Lt power minus 1. Then we can write Lt power minus 1 in big bracket upon T, that is it become Lt power minus 2. The dimensional equation of acceleration is Lt power minus 2. Similarly, dimensional equation of force. Dimensional equation of force. Dimensional equation of force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass can be denoted by m, and we have found already acceleration. Dimension of acceleration is Lt power minus 2. Thus dimensional equation of force is mLt power minus 2. Similarly, dimensional equation of pressure. Pressure is equal to force upon area. Force is equal to mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration upon area, length into breadth, length into breadth. We have already found mass m and acceleration lt power minus 2 upon length into breadth. Breadth can also be represented by L, then m L t power minus 2 upon L square. This become m L power minus 1 and t power minus 2. This is the dimensional equation of force. Similarly, we can find dimensional equation of other physical quantities. Suppose universal, we have to find dimensional equation of universal gravitational constant. Dimensional equation of universal gravitational constant. We know the formula F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Here G is equal to F into r square upon m1 m2. What is the dimension of force? M L t power minus 2, and this is the distance L square upon m into m, that is m square. Then it become m power minus 1, m power, we transfer here power 1, here power 2, 1 minus 2, that is m power minus 1, L power 3 and t power minus 2. This is the dimension of universal gravitational constant. Similarly, we can find dimension of power. Dimension of power. Since power is equal to work upon time. Now work is equal to force into displacement or distance, displacement upon time. What is the dimension of force? Mass into acceleration, mlt power minus 2, and displacement L upon time t. Then its dimension become m L power 2 t power minus 3. This is the dimension of power, m L power 2 t power minus 3. Now we will find dimension of torque. Torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance, that is force m L t power minus 2 and distance L, then it become m L square t power minus 2. Similarly, we can find dimension of other physical quantity. First, we should learn the formula of each quantity, then we can easily find the dimension of that physical quantity. Now we will discuss what is uses of dimensional quantity. What is the Uses of dimensional quantity. Uses of dimensional quantities. Uses of dimensional quantity. First use is conversion of one system of unit into another system of unit. First one is conversion of one system of unit into another system of unit. Second, checking the correctness of the formula. Checking the correctness of the formula. And third one is derivation of the formula. First, conversion of one system of unit into another system. Second, checking the correctness of the formula. And third, derivation of the formula. First, now we will use first conversion of one system of unit into another system of unit. Conversion of one system of unit. Conversion of one system of unit into another system. Conversion of one system of unit into another system. This is based on the fact that magnitude of physical quantity remains same. This is based on the fact that magnitude of a physical quantity remains same whatever be the units of measurement. This is based on the fact that magnitude of a physical quantity remains same whatever the system of measurement. Consider a physical quantity Q. Q is equal to N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Q is equal to N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Consider a physical quantity Q whose units of measurements be U1 and U2. And N1 and N2 are their numerical values. Let M1, L1 and T1 are system of mass, length and time in one system, and M2, U2, M2, L2, T2 are system of mass, unit and time in another system. Then and mass, length and time in another system. Let A, B, C are the respective dimension of the quantity in mass, length. A, B, C are the respective dimension of the quantity in mass, length and time in both systems. A, B, C are the respective dimension of the quantity in mass, length and time in both systems. Then U1 is equal to M1 power A, L1 power B and T1 power C, and U2 is equal to M2 power A, L2 power B and T2 power C. Now N2 is equal to N1 U1 upon U2. U2 is equal to N1 U1 upon U2. Now we will put the value N2 is equal to N1 and U1 is equal to M1 power A, L1 power B, T1 power C upon U2 M2 power A, L2 power B, T2 power C. We can write N2 is equal to N1 M1 upon M2 power A, L1 upon L2 power B and T1 upon T2 power C. This is the method by which we can convert one system of unit into another system. Yes, suppose we have to convert 1 Newton into dyne. How much dyne will be in 1 Newton? First, we know Newton is the unit of force. Newton is the unit of force. Dimensional formula of force. Dimensional formula of force mLT power minus 2. Here m power 1 and L power n. Now CGS unit of force is dyne. CGS unit of force is. Now dimension of force in mass, length and time. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to minus 2. Similarly, mk which force Newton can be other name of Newton is kilogram meter per second square. This is MKS unit of force. MKS unit of force. Newton. What is MKS unit of force is? Newton, which can also be written as kilogram meter per second square. CGS unit of force is dyne, which can be written as gram centimeter per second square. Now we know the formula N2 is equal to N1 M1 upon M2 power A, L1 upon L2 power B and T1 upon T2 power C. We will put in place of M1 1 kilogram, in place of L1 1 meter, in place of T1 1 second square. Similarly, in place of M2 1 gram, in place of L2 1 centimeter and T2 is equal to 1 second square. Then by this, using this formula, N2 is equal to 1 Newton. N1 is 1 Newton and N2 how much dyne in 1 Newton? 1 Newton and M1 1 kg upon 1 gram power A 1 and 1 meter upon 1 centimeter power 1 and T1 1 second power minus 2 upon 1 second power minus 2 power minus 2, that is N2 is equal to 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. 10 power 3 gram upon 1 gram. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 10 power 2 centimeter upon 1 centimeter, and this is 1 upon 1 minus 2. Here we will divide, then it become N2 is equal to 10 power 5, 10 power 3, 10 power 5 gram centimeter per second square. Thus 1 Newton is equal to 10 power 5 dyne. We will find 1 Newton is equal to 10 power 5 dyne. Similarly, we can convert how many erg in 1 joule. Unit of energy is joule in MKS system, and unit of energy in CGS system is erg. Then how many erg in 1 joule? How much erg in? First we know the dimension of energy. Dimension formula of energy. Dimension formula of energy. ml square t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of energy, ml square t power minus 2. Here A is equal to 1, B 2, C minus 2. Now CGS unit of energy is, MKS unit of energy is kilogram meter square per second square. MKS unit of energy kilogram meter square per second square. Kilogram meter square per second square. Similarly, CGS unit of energy, CGS unit of energy gram centimeter square per second square. Now we know the formula. N2 is equal to N1 M1 upon M2 power A, L1 upon L2 power B, T1 upon T2 power C. Here N2, this is 1 joule, M1 1 kilogram upon 1 gram power A 1, L1 1 meter square upon 1 centimeter square power 2, 1 meter square upon 1 centimeter square, and value of B is 2, and here time 1 upon 1 power minus 2. Then 1 kilogram 10 power 3 gram upon 1 gram, 1 meter square here we can write 1 meter square upon 1 centimeter square, that is 10 power 4 centimeter square upon 1 centimeter square, and this one is 1 upon 1 power minus 2. Thus we can write 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 or 10 power 4 and 10 power 3. Here we should mention L1. Thus 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 R. Thank you.